The group that came to the saloon came there with the purpose of trying to start an argument, which led to a fight, which led to a shooting, which led to a homicide.
A fatal bar fight in Bradenton leaves one dead and a suspect still on the run. Plus, what you need to know before heading to some of our local beaches. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6:30.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, a developing story up in Bradenton. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fatal shooting tonight at a Bradenton bar. It happened just after midnight at Tommy Knocker's Saloon on 14th Street West. Investigators say two groups of men got into an argument at the bar. Things continued outside where eventually shots were fired. One person died at the hospital and four others are recovering from non-life-threatening injuries tonight. The search continuing for the gunman, and deputies are not ruling out the possibility of multiple shooters. ABC 7's Erica Jackson joins us live from outside that bar in Bradenton to share who deputies are looking for and how the bar's owner is making sure customers feel safe. Erica?
Adam, good evening. Deputies say the altercation started inside but came out to this parking lot, and some bystanders gathered around to watch. Unfortunately, several got caught in the line of fire during that shooting.
Anytime there's somebody gets hurt or there's a loss of life, it's an unnecessary tragedy.
A bar fight turned fatal Sunday morning when shots were fired, killing 39-year-old Gabriel Condi. It all started with an argument inside Mark Rosado's bar.
It's not typical. Things like this don't happen. And I think there's plenty of people around town that can attest to that.
There have been problems with this particular establishment in the past.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says this isn't the first crime they've investigated at Tommy Knocker's Saloon, and they don't believe the shooting was random.
We have every reason to believe that the group that came to the saloon came there with the purpose of trying to start an argument, which led to a fight, which led to a shooting, which led to a homicide.
There was no indication that there was going to be a problem, just two groups of people being at the same place at the same time, and they should never have been here.
Rosado wants to make sure everyone feels safe at his bar, which is why he's installed 24 total cameras inside and out. Sheriff's deputies took footage from Sunday's brawl for their investigation.
To take our time collecting all the evidence inside, outside, surrounding businesses, neighborhoods.
Rosado says the Tommy Knockers team has invested significantly in recent renovations and doesn't want the shooting to hurt the bar's reputation.
We give a lot back here, and that's the reason why we've lasted 10 years.
Now, the investigation is ongoing at this time. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says it's not ruling out the possibility that the shooting could be gang or drug related. Reporting live in Manatee County, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Erica, thank you very much. And deputies say the gunman is a bald Hispanic male, about 5'8", that was last seen wearing a white T-shirt and blue jean shorts. Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at this number, 866-634-TIPS. It's right there on your screen. Again, 866-634-TIPS. Well, we first reported this shooting on our news app, and that's where you can find the updates on this story as they become available. If you have the app, make sure you have push notifications activated, and if you don't have it, you can download it for free in your app store under My Suncoast or WWSB. Two separate crashes causing delays for Suncoast drivers this Sunday. Taking a look at our first alert traffic map, we are monitoring a serious crash with injuries in the southbound lanes of the US 41 bypass in Venice. A roadblock was in place there, but as of about 15 minutes ago, it has been cleared. We are still seeing some delays, however, between Venice Avenue and Center Road, and then farther south on US 41, an investigation underway following a motorcycle crash, a fatal motorcycle crash on Gilchrist Bridge. That's past Harbor View Road in Port Charlotte, heading into Punta Gorda. That crash causing delays not only for drivers on US 41, but also the interstate, as all southbound traffic was shut down. Well, some good news for users of Florida's prepaid toll program, SunPass. After a week of not being able to add funds to your account through the Pass's website or the mobile app, it should be up and running again tomorrow, just in time for the work week. I know, all very excited out there. The site had been down since Tuesday for a system maintenance. Well, Florida's Wildlife Conservation Commission has indicated possible red tide blooms here in our area in their most recent report. Let's take it over to Wendy Ross with more on this and our first alert weather forecast. Wendy?
Well, part of the problem is, we haven't had a whole lot of rain taking place, and so our concentrations are now starting to become a little bit more obvious in certain locations along the coastline. And what we're looking at is right here in the areas in orange, that is indicating a medium concentration. And this is all coming about as a result of several samples that have been taken, and so you can see where these concentrations are. And this is around Siesta Key, farther down to the south around Englewood, Minnesota, and we're seeing even some other outbreaks developing along the coastline in the Charlotte County areas as well. And so, as I mentioned, we're not seeing a whole lot of coastal showers, but we are getting the rain showers and thunderstorms taking place east of I-75, and they're all moving on towards the east. And what we are also getting are some pop-up showers and thunderstorms right here in Manatee County, and those too are moving on towards the northeast. Nothing developing out here in the Gulf of Mexico, and temperatures right now are very, very hot still, with most of our readings right around that 90-degree mark. I'm going to shoot it on over to Adam, but we'll have more information about what's going on in the tropics and our work week forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. A far-reaching legacy for a man who spent his life eating and drinking well following the sudden and heartbreaking death of Anthony Bourdain. A message for those who suffer from depression and those who love them. ABC's Chuck Sievertson reports.
2 days after celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain took his life, French police say there's no evidence of foul play, ruling out any suspicious activity and saying toxicology tests are being done as those who saw him in his final days come forward. The New York Times reporting Bourdain skipped dinner and did not show up for breakfast the next morning, ultimately leading to the discovery of his body. His mother, Gladys Bourdain, also telling the Times his close friend told her he had been in a dark mood these past couple of days. Yet the sommelier in the restaurant where Bourdain had just filmed said he appeared happy.
Everything was fine. Everything was working great.
One of the most recognized TV personalities in the world, he was the host of shows No Reservations and Parts Unknown, creating a food and travel empire.
Fellow travelers, this is what you want.
In New York, crowds gathered outside the former location of Bourdain's acclaimed restaurant.
He was very honest and equal the way he treated everyone. He didn't privilege any ethnicity or peoples. It was just pure appreciation of life, living and eating well.
For a man who lived life larger than the portions on his plate, there were red flags putting himself out there when he shared a conversation with a therapist in 2016 on Parts Unknown.
Suddenly I'm super depressed for days. It's like that with the good stuff too.
Just this week, CNN airing a 2014 broadcast, Bourdain savoring his supper, adding a prescient sediment at meal's end.
I will never eat like this again in my life. Chef, merci. The meal of my life.
Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
And there are many resources here on the Suncoast to help people who may be having suicidal thoughts, whether it be a suicide hotline, a counselor, or a psychiatrist. Warning signs that a loved one may be depressed include moving away from their daily routine or a change in appetite. The number for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is right here on your screen. That number, 1-800-273-8255. And we have that number and many other resources on our own website, mysuncoast.com. A reminder tonight that if you see a wild animal, either leave it alone, but if it appears to be hurt, you can report it to wildlife officials. That is the message Justin Matthews of Matthews Wildlife Rescue is trying to get across after the death of a baby deer in a local neighborhood. Matthews had a seminar with the residents of Greyhawk Landing after he received a call a few weeks ago from a family in the area saying they had found a fawn and that it appeared to be alone.
I told the residents to let him be. And I said the mother will be back tonight. She moves them to a different location every night, and that's so she doesn't give up its location to predators.
And Matthews thought that his job would be over until he got a call from a concerned neighbor just days later.
Said that this lady has been taking that little fawn in her house and letting her kids play with it. I went out there, checked on the fawn. She said it was acting strange. The fawn was dead. And that's because human interaction.
Now, there is a silver lining to this sad story. However, the story did inspire two young girls from the same community to try and help, raising $700 with a lemonade stand to be put toward the rescue of wild animals. And now to a heartwarming story of a little Sarasota boy's generosity. 6-year-old Caleb McCaffrey is giving up birthday presents this year, asking instead for supplies that he will give to a homeless woman that he befriended earlier this year. Caleb says he was inspired by the generosity of others, others showed when his mom was diagnosed with cancer.
Thanks to his school, thanks to the community, thanks to our temple, thanks to everyone who stepped in when I was sick, this child has picked up from the generosity of others what good it can do.
Caleb has not yet given these supplies to his friend Victoria. They say they went after Caleb's birthday to try and find her, but she was gone. They're now working with the Salvation Army to try and locate her and give her those items. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, tense moments for a Florida neighborhood as a plane came crashing down into homes. Plus, a new challenge for local fishermen. Which season will open soon and for which species?
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
President Donald Trump is calling it a mission of peace, a face-to-face with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The president's foreign policy style will face its toughest test to date as he attempts to personally broker an end to Kim's nuclear program. Both men are in Singapore ABC's Karen Travers reports from Singapore on Tuesday's historic meeting.
Just hours before the first ever meeting between a sitting U.S. president and a leader of North Korea, President Trump projecting confidence.
This is a great opportunity for peace.
The president prioritizing instinct over planning. He says he'll know in the first minute whether Kim Jong-un is serious about giving up his nuclear weapons. And the man who says he's mastered the art of the deal says he could still walk away.
And if I think it won't happen, I'm not going to waste my time. I don't want to waste his time.
So there's really only two options: peace or war.
But President Trump, who has called this meeting a one-time shot, is now lowering expectations.
But at a minimum, I do believe at least we'll have met each other. We will have seen each other. Hopefully we will have liked each other.
This one-on-one summit with Kim Jong-un comes right after the G7 World Leaders Summit. President Trump arrived late, skipped out early, and continued his tough talk on trade.
We're like the piggy bank that everybody's robbing, and that ends.
The U.S. abruptly pulling out of the G7 joint communique, a statement from all leaders attending the summit. Tensions are escalating between President Trump and the other G7 leaders, especially Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The two exchanged harsh barbs after the summit. Sunday morning, advisors to President Trump suggesting Prime Minister Trudeau is out to undermine the North Korea summit.
There's a special place in hell for any foreign leader that engages in bad faith diplomacy with President Donald J. Trump.
He was polarizing. He really kind of stabbed us in the back.
Karen Travers, ABC News, traveling with the president in Singapore.
And now to some scary moments for people living in one Daytona Beach, Florida neighborhood over the weekend. Authorities say a small plane hit two houses before crashing into a retention pond on Saturday afternoon. Luckily, no one inside either home was hurt, but two people inside the plane did have to be taken to an area hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Witnesses describe what they saw and heard.
It went bzzz, boom. Wow. Yeah, but I knew it was a small plane coming. I can hear it, and I knew exactly what was going on.
Officials say the plane, which was carrying a flight instructor and student, went down during a heavy thunderstorm. They were able to get out of the aircraft on their own. As for the damaged homes, officials say one home has a large hole in the roof. The National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, is investigating that crash. Well, attention fishermen, Florida's red snapper season starts tomorrow, and this year's season is a little bit different. This Florida red snapper season will come at the same time as the snapper season for both state and federal waters. So fishermen will just need their recreational saltwater and Gulf Reef angler licenses. Fishing in Florida contributes to $8 billion annually to the economy. And red snapper are fun to catch and eat.
And they're really working hard on trying to reduce these fees and all the rest of it, aren't they, with the licenses?
I believe so, yes.
I mean, this is like the second time we've done a story where you didn't have to have a license for that particular weekend for some kind of a recreation.
Yeah,
thing.
I think things are improving a little bit, trying to get more people out on the water.
Yeah, and it's fun, and why not with weather like this?
Sure.
But man, are you going to bake? I will tell you, it is hot out there. And look at the skies at this hour. We don't even have a cloud in the sky. If you're looking out west and looking towards the water, we haven't had any rain west of I-75 today. Most of the showers have been blossoming east of I-75, and you can see them right here. The rain's right around Sarasota, Manatee County, right on the line. And then we've been seeing those showers down around Charlotte County as well. The southern part of the state getting a large area of rain here, moving on up towards the north and east, away from the coastline. So that's what's going on. And right here, a large part of our viewing area getting no rain whatsoever. Nothing is developing out here in the Gulf of Mexico. And as you can see, all of this wet weather just continues to move off towards the northeast. So we're getting some thunderstorms here as well, but nothing severe is being reported. Now, what's very interesting is that we have this ribbon, once again, of dry air sitting across central Florida. To our north, we've got the moisture. To the south, we're getting the moisture. But right here is just this narrow band of drier air, and that is what has helped to bring about the quiet conditions that we've had today. Also, the dew point levels have been low, so that's really also helped to suppress the showers, and we've been seeing them in the 60s. Normally, for the summer months, they're in the mid 70s, and that's where you get that sticky feeling. But if you've been out in the morning hours, it's really been quite nice, very pleasant out. And as far as our future radar is concerned, you'll notice that these showers that are flaring up are moving off, and they're going to be coming to an end fairly soon. So if you've got plans, especially at the beach, to take a beach walk, do so. We're not expecting to see any rain for the next couple of hours, and anything east of I-75 is where the showers are, but they're not at the coastline. And future radar is showing that it's going to be quiet all the way through the overnight time period as well. So we're not looking for showers to develop across our viewing area. In the meantime, I can't get this to move forward so we can get off of this and move on to something else. But what we do have is our future forecast showing once again that we'll get some clouds. Maybe we'll see a couple of showers tomorrow, but our rain chances are going to be low, down to about a 20% chance of rain in the forecast. And today we did get up to a high of 84 degrees. It just felt a whole lot hotter than that. This is what our heat index is looking like at this hour, and it feels as though temperatures are in the 90s at this hour. And of course, current conditions right now are showing that our readings are in the 90s east of I-75, and at the beaches it is just a little bit cooler. If you're heading off to do any kind of boating this weekend, or this rest of this upcoming work week, we are not looking at any problems as far as the tropics are concerned. We are nice and quiet in the Atlantic, in the Caribbean, and in the Gulf of Mexico. And if you are heading off to the beach, winds will be out of the north and shift around during the afternoon hours to the west. Seas will range 1 to 2 feet, and it will be light seas as well. So what we're looking at is a 20% chance of rain on Monday, and then a 30% chance all the way through Thursday and Friday. And then we've got better chances of rain, guess when? Next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, a 40 to 50% chance of rain, and temperatures will be nice and hot all week long. Adam?
Now, sports.
Well, for the 7th time in 9 days, this matchup, the Rays and Mariners playing each other. The Rays have beat Seattle just one time in this recent stretch. It was last night. And today, C.J. Cron giving the Rays a 1-run lead on the first pitch of the 4th inning, which he hits all the way out into the stands in right field. But they give it right back on 2 home runs for the Mariners. First, it's Mike Zunino off of starting pitcher Nathan Eovaldi. Then Corey Seager giving Seattle a 2-run lead in the 7th with another jack. Now, the Rays would get back within a run. This is the bottom of the 9th inning. Carlos Gomez bloops one into right. That's going to fall in front of the right fielder. Stays with it, though. Johnny Field hesitating around third. He's going to try to score out by a mile. And the Rays lose their 3rd 1-run game of this last 4-game stretch. Rafael Nadal's legacy at Roland Garros continues. The Spaniard locking up his 11th French Open title today, beating 24-year-old Dominic Thiem in straight sets. Nadal is the 2nd player in tennis history to win 11 singles titles at a Grand Slam tournament, and he remains undefeated in career French Open final matches. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Florida Studio Theater presents Always Patsy Cline, now held over due to popular demand. A tuneful and memorable tribute, Patsy Cline's rise to legendary stardom is told through the eyes of her biggest fan. Featuring such hit songs as Walkin' After Midnight, I Fall to Pieces, Crazy, and many more you know and love. Critics are calling Always Patsy Cline warm and genuine and engaging. Audiences calling it outstanding. Always Patsy Cline is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
When ABC7 declares a First Alert Weather Day, it means we can expect major changes to weather conditions here along the Suncoast.
It means there could be severe, potentially dangerous weather ahead.
We tell you when a First Alert Weather Day is coming because we want you to be prepared.
A First Alert Weather Day is an advance warning. We'll let you know about any changes in the weather when the first signs appear.
ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Well, happening now, a party down on Venice Beach. It's at the popular hotspot Sharky's on the Pier, celebrating taking first place in the Florida Beach Bar competition. Over 200 beach bars across the state compete for that, and Sharky's taking this year's top prize. And you still have a little time left to join in on that fun. The Beach Bash runs from 5 p.m. to 8:30 right on the beach with live music, food, and drinks. All weather permitting, but shouldn't be any problems.
No
right?
problem. Don't even let that be an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no way that that's going to be an excuse for you. We've got fair skies if you're at the beach, and we are going to be seeing some beautiful conditions for the rest of the night. These are the temperatures. It's going to be nice and light. This is our party planner.
There you go, the party planner tonight.
Right there.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook. Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.